California, they'll have their heavy-duty jet fan blower. But last but not least, they have their oscillating multifunctional power tool. So come on down and check out Capital Lumber. So Crispin, let us know what else Capital Lumber has to offer.
We have a lot of the everyday hardware needs, whereas the hammers, tapes, screwdrivers, insert bits, drill bit, the roofing cement, roofing siliconizer. We have shingles as well, ranging from regular, which is the 25-year to the 45-year. And we also have the best prices in town on the cement.
Say that again.
The best price in town on the cement. And then we have we have white cement, lime, sand, and mixture of rocks. And we have great prices on the plywood as well and the lumber.
Okay.
Over here we have the easy finish, ready mix, joint compound. This one, like if you're doing a quick job, you could just get this one and right away. The next one, you would have to add water to do a mixture and then you get to work. But this one is the best.
Okay.
And this one is the USG all-purpose. This one you'd have to add water and mix, whereas the next one is already mixed. So this one is just mud inside of the bucket. And also this one is more of a gray or off-white finish, and the next one is white.
So let persons know how they can get in contact with you all.
Well, you can call us here on 605-9663.
Say it again.
605-9663.
There you have it, folks. The best deals in town for all of your needs. Capital Lumber, located on Parkgate Road. Thank you for joining us on Deals Crazy TV. I'm your host, Keishan. And if you would like to be a part of this amazing show, please phone us at 423-9993 or 463-7491. And you can email us at fourwaysmedia@gmail.com.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the National Report, a strong appeal for national service. New officers added to the Bahamas Department of Corrections. Male arrested for police-involved shooting. In sports, Buddy and Pacers play for in-season championships. The Bahamas tonight. The National Report starts now. Good evening. I'm Desmond Saunders. Welcome to the Bahamas tonight. Thanks for joining us. A clarion call for national service. Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis calling on youth throughout the country to now enlist in the government's National Youth Guard program. The initiative, created several years ago, made up of youth volunteers ages 18 to 25 years who primarily assist private and public agencies manage national disasters. The nation's chief insists the role of participants in the National Youth Guard even more crucial as the nation grapples with the growing effects of climate change.
That I stand before you today to celebrate the expansion of this praiseworthy program. Today, we announced the opening of our recruitment cycle for the second cohort of the National Youth Guard. I'm putting forward a clarion call to young people across the nation to step forward as ambassadors of hope and guardians of our future. Every day, Bahamian young people are leading in sports, science, business, and agriculture, and now disaster risk and climate change.
The program's next cycle begins January 2024. 15 program participants who make up the current cohort involved in a Pan American Health Organization disaster management workshop at the National Training Agency. While applauding participants for their sacrifice and service, the Prime Minister making a strong appeal to brave men and women to serve.
The National Youth Guard is testament to the government's commitment to engage youth in crucial ways that shape the landscape of this country. The program is designed to develop employable skills and capacity in youth while simultaneously bolstering our government and institutional readiness in the event of disaster. In this 4-month program, participants receive rigorous training in a diverse array of subjects designed to equip them in disaster response and recovery and give them employable skills. The trainees are taught subjects as diverse as CPR, search and rescue, maritime training, and plumbing and electrical work by esteemed professionals from our partner agencies.
64 graduates of the program's first cohort included recruits from New Providence, Abaco, Andros, Long Island, Bimini, Eleuthera, Kent Island, Anagua, Exuma, and Grand Bahama, where participants observed firsthand the remnants of disaster Dorian.
This journey began where adversity left its mark amidst the ruins left by Hurricane Dorian. We witnessed a devastation that called for a profound transformation in how we prepare for and respond to natural disasters. It was a call that we answered with action. The creation of the National Youth Guard is a cornerstone of that transformative vision.
As the program prepares to welcome new recruits January 15th, 2024, the nation's chief inviting youth to answer the call and become frontline soldiers in the fight for climate resiliency. Illegal, unreported fishing remains a transnational threat for both Latin America and the Caribbean. And while the Bahamas is not named specifically, 3 consequences the Bahamas should pay attention to.
Economically, revenue losses for government, declining revenues for fishers, and loss of livelihood and food insecurity for artisanal fishers and fishing communities. Environmental consequences due to overharvesting, declining stocks, collapse of fishery ecosystems, movement of fishing activities to deeper waters, and overkill of protected populations. Thirdly, security consequences, given the nexus between transnational crimes and illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing as the leading global maritime security threat, acknowledged by the United Nations.
The Royal Bahamas Defense Force Commodore assured, though, that his organization remains resolute at deterring illegal activity on the high seas.
We would have done extensive research covering some 20 years, and I'm keenly aware of where the poachers want to be every month of the year, every season. But now we're now faced with a shift in their strategy as we speak right now, what we are countering. Those Dominican fishing vessels are now using the territorial seas of the Republic of Cuba, and they're now sending those smaller vessels, those skiffs, across the Bahama Channel on the verge of the Great Bahama Bank, and which makes it extremely difficult to detect those small skiffs with 2 persons on board. And they would move in a clandestine way at night back to the middle of the channel, a much larger vessel, still small, but secure the fishery products and then move to the mothership in the Cuban territorial seas. We have moved resources. We intend to flood the banks. We intend to dominate that area.
A 34-year-old male in police custody following a confrontation with the law enforcement officers in the Bain and Grantstown community. Police say around 8:30 p.m. Friday, December 8th, 2023, officers from Operation Ceasefire were conducting a routine search of an individual near a bar on West Street when they observed another male acting suspiciously. As the officers attempted to approach the male, he fled, resulting in a brief pursuit. During the chase that concluded on West and Ferguson Streets, the male produced a firearm and engaged officers, which resulted in him being shot in his right upper arm. A weapon containing ammunition was recovered from the suspect. He was taken to hospital by emergency medical personnel, where he was treated and released into the custody of police. Investigations continue. Well, the Bahamas Department of Corrections welcoming its latest group of recruits during a passing out parade at the prison facility Friday afternoon. More than 200 recruits from the A Squad, surrounded by close friends and family, as they were officially added to the law enforcement agency after several months of intense training. Applauding the new recruits, Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis reaffirmed his government's commitment to prison reform.
Since coming into office, my government has demonstrated its dedication to prison reform by adding additional manpower, increasing training opportunities, pledging its commitment to the construction of a modern correctional facility, and increasing entry-level salaries. To date, the service has been increased. The service has been increased by 205 new officers over the past 2 years. 205. I am pleased that this group of trainees were recruited throughout the family violence, and 27 of them hail from Abaco, Andros, Bimini, Ilutra, Exuma, Grand Bahama. Awesome. You want to hear Canada name? No. And Canada. Additionally, local and international training has been expanded to provide international certifications with a focus on mental health awareness, security techniques, and accreditation of staff and facilities. Progress is steadily being made.
Minister of National Security, the Honorable Wayne Monroe, says the government is committed to modernizing the facility while addressing their career trajectory.
There's been some note in the press about the delay in their promotion. What people don't understand is they have a higher qualification for promotion than do the police and defense force and every other agency. We've addressed that in their career path adjustment that was approved finally in Cabinet a couple weeks ago. Their material then is available to go to the Public Service Commission, and that's being worked on now.
Well, still to come in the weekend edition, the urgent needs of families and children in our society being addressed by social services. That and more after the break.
This Christmas is on BTC.
All you have to do is sign up, top up, pay up, or watch and win with us.
Sign up for one of our $64.99 or higher postpaid plans or one of our broadband bundles.
And get a chance to drive into 2024 with a brand new Kia Sonet. Pay your bill in full and you can be a winner with our Christmas grab bag.
Activate a $15 prepaid combo and get your chance to win Visa gift cards, travel and gas vouchers, and so much more.
Watch our Hallmark movie of the week for a chance to win a prepaid Visa gift card. Make BTC your choice this Christmas
with over $100,000 in prizes.
All you have to do is sign up, top up, pay up, or watch and win with BTC. Visit any BTC location today. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello?
Hey girl, what you saying? I just was calling to check up on you.
Hey girl, everything fine, but I just can't talk right now. I gotta go to the clinic.
The clinic? Everything okay with you?
Yeah, girl, everything fine with me. I just trying to get this little one ready because he has an appointment for his childhood vaccination.
Well, Logan's 6 years old. I haven't taken him for his last vaccine appointment since before the pandemic.
Did you know that the childhood vaccinations can protect these little ones from preventable diseases like polio, rubella, measles, and mumps? So these vaccinations for the little ones is the best we could do for them.
I'm gonna make that appointment for him because I need him to get up to date with all of his vaccines. Let me let you go, but call me back when you come back home.
Mommy, I need to go get my vaccines.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, PAHO WHO, and the Canadian government.
It's a different kind of Christmas, but everything is here to bring a smile upon your face. That's what the season brings now. See, Christmas time is the time for your family and friends. Come and shop with us and find everything that you need. Deck out your homes with all we have in store, bringing joy and so much more. At Shop Smarty, at Shop Smart, at Shop Smart. Oh, everything is here at Shop Smart. At Shop Smart, at Shop Smart. Oh, everything is here.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
A new building for the Ministry of Social Services giving urgent need to children and family matters in the country. The two-story structure located Prime Plaza, East Street South. Minister of State Miles LaRota, who now heads Social Services, says the structure strengthens the department's ability to address crucial issues.
This division provides the following services: the Child Protection Unit that investigates all reported cases of abuse and neglect towards children. The Child Care Facility Unit provides housing to children based on their age who have been abused and neglected with care orders from the courts. The Child Placement Unit is responsible for adoption and foster care matters. The Family Service Unit mediate in family-related matters and complete court reports as requested regarding divorce, legal separation, maintenance, etc. The Domestic and Violence Counseling Unit provide much-needed assistance to such victims as are those who are trafficking in persons.
Well, it was a week that was packed with moments, milestones, holiday magic, and new beginnings. Corporal Pyfrom looks back in this weekend's Rewind.
No poker face here. It's a full house. The newest member takes his oath of allegiance.
I, Kingsley Smith, do swear that I will faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III.
And then his seat in the House of Assembly. A thunderous welcome from fellow members, family, and supporters. As his and the Parliament's new chapter begins. Say it is so. We're happy to celebrate another of our country's centenarians. Muriel Sears became the latest person to join that elite bunch with a visit on her special day from the Governor General. Happy birthday, Miss Sears. Our former Prime Minister pens his memoir. Dr. Hubert Minnis released his book, The Power of Determination Persisting in the Midst of Adversity, with a message for all of us.
I want you to be encouraged and start writing your own story.
Like a kid in a candy store.
So today, right here on Bay Street, as we open I Dream of Sugar and the Sugar Rush launch, we're doing just that.
Well, with Bay Street's newest attraction, I Dream of Sugar, officially opened, we can all that is fulfilled. And Christmas at Centerville Primary. Gifts, candy from Z&S, food from Breezes, fun with Santa, and this amazing chat with third grader Megan to finish the week off. So, Megan, how do you feel today?
I feel awesome today.
Why?
Because every time it's like people have the Christmas spirit, and I love Christmas.
So what are you looking forward to this Christmas?
I'm looking forward for this Christmas. I look for people to be happy, and I give people gifts.
Oh, that's so nice. Well, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
We're in the holiday spirit now, so let's put some smiles on our faces and have a good time. A smile helps lighten the load, and it never costs a thing. I'm Corvell Pyfrom for the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. In case you missed the news or want to stay ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on X, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook.
Jingle all the way around the world with Shell this Christmas. Win $30,000 in prizes when you spend $20 in fuel at any Shell location now through January 5th. Enter now to win 2 round-trip tickets to the Miami Dolphins and Buffalo Bills game or see the world with a $5,000 travel voucher. Weekly winners will be selected to win thousands of dollars in free fuel, grocery, and many more fabulous prizes. Fuel up and get your receipt for a chance to win with Shell now through January 5th, 2024.
Have you ever purchased a defective item and was denied an exchange or cash refund? Contact the Consumer Protection Commission at 393-7795-8 or our 24-hour complaints hotline at 357-7898 and let us help your voice be heard.
Hey, get up, stand up for your right. Good to grow, keeping you in the know. In the know, God, that's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
This week, we're embarking on another agricultural adventure at the Bahamas Agriculture and Marine Science Institute, where they're conducting research on cultivating romaine lettuce.
We're planting a quarter acre every week so that 6 to 7 weeks down the road, we'll be harvesting about 175 to 200 boxes of romaine every week also.
Now, what's significant about this project is that romaine lettuce isn't typically grown here in the Bahamas. In fact, it's a cool season crop, according to BAMSI farm manager Eric Lightbourne.
When you look at the amount of these kind of crops that can grow within the winter months, that our farmers don't, we decided we'll do some research on it, find some varieties that work, which we have, collect the data on it and demonstrate to the farmers that it can be done. We did it last season to a certain extent, but this season more is for data collection so that we can empirically prove to the farmer, hey, this can be done, these are your figures, can you make a profit or not?
He explains what factors contribute to determining the profitability of this particular crop.
Before the pandemic, fertilizers and chemicals were at a certain rate and you could actually sit down and work out your profit margins. Since the pandemic, things like potassium and phosphorus have skyrocketed, the cost of chemicals have skyrocketed, so now we have to do the actual work, do the actual figures with the actual products, so we can find out, hey farmer, is it profitable or not?
And as far as a timeline goes, Lightbourne says this.
The first planting will begin harvesting in about another 4 to 5 weeks, but at the end of the growing season, we sit down like in April, May, and you start doing all your figures and come up with an average.
As BAMSI plans to open their doors to students once again, Lightbourne explains how these future farmers will learn about this crop and many others.
Think about this and any other crop. The way the school works with the farm is that they have their, their farm shop or their practical classes, and we coordinate the practical classes with their lesson plan. So if it's something to do with growing things in the greenhouse, then they got to go to the greenhouse and deal with that part of it. It's something to do with planting these things in the field, how you would go about it, calculating how many plants per acre and all of that. Then they'll be doing a part of that.
Keeping you in the know with...
This is ZNS Total Sports.
ZNS Total Sports brought to you by Sans Beer, who reminds you to recycle your beer bottles for cash in Nassau, Grand Bahama, and now Abaco and Eleuthera.
Welcome to your Saturday Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports news. Buddy Hield and his Indiana Pacers set to face LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers in the inaugural NBA in-season tournament final tonight at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. The Pacers, 12-8, winners of the Eastern Conference bracket, advanced to the title game on Thursday with a 128-119 win over top seed Milwaukee Bucks. As for the Lakers, they would dominate the western side of the bracket, beating the Pelicans 133-89. The Lakers head into the game as a 4-point favorite, but that doesn't mean count out the underdog Pacers, who went undefeated in the tournament. Buddy, on the environment thus far.
Never played a playoff game before, but it feels like every game that was being played is playoff intensity, vibes, scouting, knowing guys' tendencies. Guys are more locked in, guys are more dialed in. The seriousness of the game, is you can tell that every possession matters. When you miss a box out, coaches are on you. It's like you miss the box out, close out, rebounding, all that stuff. It's a lot more intentional stuff that we are more focused on locking. So I'm just, happy to experience that type of level of play, high level of play, and hopefully we can just keep on carrying it over. This tournament, yes, there's a lot on the line, but it's not about the money, but it's playing basketball, us playing together as a team, being here in Vegas, having a team camaraderie, loving each other, and I get to know you guys much better, and having fun on there, man. And I feel like when we all having fun, good things happen.
A group of local karate practitioners with a special treat this morning at St. Gregory's Church as they had the opportunity to learn from a world-renowned karate instructor to help sharpen their skills. Sensei Sean Smith, chief instructor of the Bahamas to Japan Karate Do, tells us more.
Today we're having a seminar today, going back to the basics. That's what we believe in. We believe that the basics, that the key on is foundation to everything that we do. And so today, that's what we're doing today. Key on means basic, meaning that we gonna practice everything, all of the pure parts of martial arts, proper stance, proper blocks, proper breathing, proper movements, and stuff like that. Shotokan has a lot of twisting and movements in it, so it is, up to us to be flexible. So we start off with our flexibility exercises, and then we move into some of the technical parts of the kata and the discipline of Shotokan.
As for the impact of karate on the youth.
Young youths that, in today's society, we have a lot of things going on where youths are, they're wayward and they're away. But we are here doing something real productive. We're teaching children the true and pure art of Shotokan karate and karate in itself.
That's a look at your sports on this Saturday. A check on weather when we return.
ZNS Total Sports brought to you by Sans Beer, who reminds you to recycle your beer bottles for cash in Nassau, Grand Bahama, and now Abaco and Eleuthera.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Hello?
Hey, girl. What you saying? I just was calling to check up on you.
Hey, girl. Everything fine, but I just can't talk right now. I gotta go to the clinic.
The clinic? Everything okay with you?
Yeah, girl. Everything fine with me. I just trying to get this little one ready because he has an appointment for his childhood vaccination.
Well, Logan's 6 years old. I haven't taken him for his last vaccine appointment since before the pandemic.
Did you know that the childhood vaccinations can protect these little ones from preventable diseases like polio, rubella, measles, and mumps? So these vaccinations for the little ones is the best we could do for them.
I'm gonna make that appointment for him because I need him to get up to date with all of his vaccines. Let me let you go, but call me back when you come back home.
Mommy, I need to go get my vaccines.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, PAHO WHO, and the Canadian government.
It's a different kind of Christmas, but everything is here to bring a smile upon your face. That's what the season brings now. See, Christmas time is the time for your family and friends. Come and shop with us and find everything that you need. Deck out your homes with all we have in store, bringing joy and so much more. And shop, Smarty, and shop.
Hello?
Hey, girl. What you saying? I just was calling to check up on you.
Hey, girl. Everything fine, but I just can't talk right now. I gotta go to the clinic.
The clinic? Everything okay with you?
Yeah, girl. Everything fine with me. I just trying to get this little one ready because he has an appointment for his childhood vaccination.
Well, Logan's 6 years old. I haven't taken him for his last vaccine appointment since before the pandemic.
Did you know that the childhood vaccinations can protect these little ones from preventable diseases like polio, rubella, measles, and mumps? So these vaccinations for the little ones is the best we could do for them.
I'm gonna make that appointment for him because I need him to get up to date with all of his vaccines. Let me let you go, but call me back when you come back home.
Mommy, I need to go get my vaccines.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, PAHO WHO, and the Canadian government.
Do you hear that? That's Junkanoo. And that means that the Boxing Day and New Year's Day Junkanoo parades are right around the corner. Don't get left behind. Make sure book your ads in the live ZNS broadcast of the Junkanoo parades, the most professional coverage of our national art form. Call the ZNS sales office today at 502-3800. Ask for the special Junkanoo advertising package and be a part of Junkanoo on the ZNS TV network. It's
time now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean joins us. And Basil, I must admit, I'm loving the cool temperatures in the forecast.
When you have company here, this is my type of weather, but it's going to be short-lived. We'll see a slight warming trend over the next day and a half, but that will change come Monday. We'll tell you more about that a little later in this cast. Near clear skies right now with a temperature of 80 degrees, the relative humidity 63%. We have an easterly flow at 11 miles per hour, the barometric pressure 1,020.4 millibars. That is 30.13 inches, and your pressure is steady. Temperatures around the Fami Valley this evening, we are picking up 74 in Marshall, Babcock, also Greenville Key at 78 degrees, 78 in Freeport, Grand Bahama, and also the Berry Islands at 78. Allenstown, Bimini, 1 degree up at 79 degrees. Harper Island, 80, 79 in Roxanne, Eleuthera. Also Fresh Creek, Central Andros at 80 degrees. Camp Space on Andros, 81. Black Point, Exuma at 81 degrees. Otterstown, Cat Island, 80 degrees there. 80 is also in San Salvador and Rumkey. Let's see what Georgetown is showing us. 80 degrees there in Georgetown, Exuma. Also Ragged Island, Clarencetown, Long Island, and Crooked Island, all at 80. 77 in Betsy Bay, that's in Megwana. Ackland, 77, Matitani-Nago, 82 degrees, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 77 degrees. And your boating forecast tonight through Sunday, those winds are going to be southeast to south at 12 to 18 knots. The wave height 3 to 6 feet with caution flags up. Low tide 11 tonight, another low tide at 11:54 tomorrow morning for the central and southeastern islands. Same southeast to south flow, but a little stronger at 15 to 20 knots. Those wave heights choppy at 4 to 7 feet, maintaining caution flags for the central and southeastern bombers tomorrow through Sunday. Satellite pictures showing some low-level cloudiness spreading into the central parts of the country, but a frontal system is expected to move in sometime on Monday afternoon, just between 1 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That could bring with it 1 or 2 sprinkles, and behind that a slight cool down. But certainly the winds are going to be the major factor. They will be rather brisk over the next several days, which will keep things nice and comfortable. A couple of showers this evening, otherwise partly cloudy and breezy with your low temperature still around 69 degrees, and tomorrow we're looking at windy again, a bit humid, increasing cloudiness in the afternoon with thunderstorms in parts of the area as that frontal boundary gets a little closer. 81 degrees will be a high temperature, and the extended weather forecast looking like this. We'll have, as we said, clouds moving into the forecast area starting late tomorrow, and that will continue into Monday, where we will see overcast skies with scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms as that frontal boundary pushes through. And once it goes through, it's going to stall and then back up over the northwest bombers as a warm front, but we will see temperatures in the upper 70s during the daytime, slightly around the 80-degree marks. Nighttime temperatures still not bad, but we would not see those 60s, but they'll be very close into the low 70s. And just before I leave, I just would like to send condolences out to the Colby family who laid to rest their brother Lauren today. May his soul rest in peace. Desmond.
Thanks, Basil. That ends the Bahamas Tonight, the Weekend Edition. We thank you for continuing to make ZNS your #1 news and information network, as only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching and good night.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.